Ever driven down a dark trail and couldn't see what's ahead? Off-road adventures become dangerous when visibility drops. These off-road lights can transform your night driving experience. Check the description for links to all products featured in today's video. Think about which features matter most to you: brightness, durability, or coverage. Let's dive in. At number 5, we've got the NAOEVO 7-inch LED light bar. And this one's definitely worth a closer look. With 240 watts of power and an eye-catching 24,000 lumens of brightness, it's built to light up the night. Whether you're navigating tight trails or open back roads, this thing gives you serious visibility. What makes it even more useful is the spot and flood combo beam pattern. You get focused, long-range light and wide-angle coverage. So no matter what terrain you're tackling, you're seeing more of what's in front of you. The 45-degree adjustable mounting bracket? Super handy. It lets you aim the beam exactly where you need it with ease. And with an IP68 waterproof rating, it's designed to power through just about anything. Heavy rain, thick dust, even snow. That kind of durability matters when you're off the grid and need gear you can count on. Installation is pretty straightforward too. It comes with a 10-foot wiring harness and a 40A relay, so you can connect it directly to your battery and be ready to roll without much hassle. Now, to be real, the wiring harness does get mixed reviews. Some users say it feels sturdy and reliable, while others mention it could use an upgrade. Just something to keep in mind. And while the cooling fans on the back help manage heat, they do add a bit of bulk and could gather dust over time, especially in really dry or sandy conditions. But overall, for the price, this light bar offers dependable performance that covers most off-road situations. The die-cast aluminum housing feels tough, like it's made to take a beating and keep going. Coming in at number 4, the Auxbeam 3-inch LED pods might be small, but wow, they really deliver. With 80 watts of power and 9,600 lumens, these compact lights pack a serious punch. What really makes them stand out is the TIR, or Total Internal Reflection, optics design. Instead of scattering light like traditional reflectors, this tech captures and directs it with precision. That means less wasted light and a more focused, efficient beam where it matters most. Now, here's something pretty cool. These pods come with interchangeable covers, so you can switch between white and amber light depending on the conditions. White is perfect for everyday driving, while amber really shines in fog, dust, or heavy rain. And get this, the covers snap on and off without tools, so you can swap them mid-trip without missing a beat. Super convenient. The blend of spot and flood beam patterns gives you the best of both worlds. Long-range visibility straight ahead, plus wide-angle lighting to cover the sides. Ideal when you're on unpredictable terrain and need to see it all. With an IP68 waterproof rating, you don't have to worry if the weather turns. And the included wiring harness makes installation nice and simple, another big plus. Now, let's talk honestly for a second. While a lot of users are impressed, some have reported durability concerns, with the lights giving out after a few months of use. They're also pretty compact, which is great for tighter setups, but might not be enough on their own for larger vehicles. And while the mounting hardware works fine, it's not quite on the same level as more premium options. At number 3, the Auxbeam 5-inch LED cube pods bring something a little different to the table. And it's seriously cool. These lights feature a 270-degree lighting pattern, which means you're not just lighting up the road ahead, you're lighting up your entire path, sides and all. With 268 watts of power and a bright 16,440 lumens, the output here is impressive. Whether you're navigating narrow trails or just want more visibility around your vehicle, these cube pods are built to deliver. What really adds to their versatility is the dual-function beam setup. You've got 16500K white light for powerful distance lighting and a 3500K amber DRL that helps cut through fog, rain, or dust. So you're covered in all sorts of weather, and you don't need to switch out equipment mid-ride. That kind of flexibility just makes things easier. The housing is built tough too, made from thickened aluminum with enhanced heat sinks to keep things cool. That not only boosts performance, but also extends the life of these lights to around 50,000 hours. Plus, Plus, with the U-shaped mounting brackets, you've got 180 degrees of adjustability to dial in the perfect angle. Now, here's where we keep it real. Some users have noticed moisture building up inside the lenses over time, which is frustrating, especially with an IP68 waterproof rating. It could be an issue with sealing or just inconsistent quality control, something worth keeping an eye on. Also, while that side shooter design is super helpful in many situations, it can mean some of the light spills in directions you might not need. So if you're after strictly forward-facing light, you may not be getting the full punch of that 168 watts straight ahead. Coming in at number 2, the Nilight LED pods strike a great balance between performance and affordability. If you're looking for something dependable without stretching your budget, these might be right up your alley. Each pod offers 18 watts of power and 1,260 lumens. So while they're not the most powerful on the list, they still provide steady, reliable illumination for most off-road needs. Sometimes it's not about being the brightest. It's about having light where you need it, when you need it. The Floodbeam pattern does a great job of casting light wide, helping you see not just straight ahead, but also what's happening on the sides, which can make a big difference when navigating tricky terrain at night. Now, let's talk longevity. These pods feature aluminum alloy heat sinks that help dissipate heat efficiently, which means they're built to last over 30,000 hours. That kind of durability is important when you're out in unpredictable conditions and don't want to worry about your lights giving out. Installation? It's pretty straightforward, even if you're not super tech savvy. The instructions are clear, and the compact size of these pods gives you the freedom to mount them in all kinds of places, whether it's your bumper, roof rack, or wherever you need extra visibility. Of course, no product is perfect. Some users have noticed moisture getting inside the pods over time, which might point to sealing issues, especially after extended exposure to harsh elements. So, while they do come with an IP67 waterproof rating, it's something to keep in mind if you're frequently out in wet conditions. Another thing worth mentioning, while the mounting brackets get the job done, a few folks found them a little tricky to position just right, depending on their setup. The included hardware works, but don't expect anything fancy. If you've used these before or have a go-to setup you love, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear how they've worked out for you. And now, for our number 1 pick, we've got the Hella ValueFit 500 LED series. Hella has decades of lighting expertise, and trust me, it shows. When it comes to the best off-road lights for trucks, you need that perfect balance of brightness, durability, and usability. And these lights really hit the mark across the board. With 22.5 watts of power, they're not the highest on our list in terms of wattage. But don't let that fool you. The precisely calculated reflector design makes sure every single watt is used to its full potential, delivering optimal light distribution and impressive distance. So, while they may not have the highest power consumption, they've got performance where it counts. The die-cast aluminum housing with cooling ribs does a fantastic job at managing heat, keeping the lights running efficiently while keeping the weight down. And that's crucial for long-term mounting stability. One thing I really love about these lights is their multi-volt capability, 10 to 30 VDC, which means they'll work with almost any vehicle electrical system, so you're covered no matter what kind of rig you've got. And the best part? The full kit comes with everything you need: mounting brackets, stone shields to protect against debris, a relay, wiring harness, and switch. It's all in the box, making the installation process as easy as possible. Now, it's not all perfect. There are a couple of things to keep in mind. The wiring is generous, but it can be a bit tricky to work with on some setups, so be prepared for that. Also, you might need to modify the mounting brackets to fit certain applications, depending on your vehicle. And compared to other lights that come with extra features like color changing options, these lights are focused purely on one thing: providing reliable, no-nonsense illumination. What makes these our top pick is the combination of premium build quality, effective light pattern, and their reputation for longevity. They just keep going, long after cheaper alternatives start to fail. So, there you have it, our top top 5 off-road lights for your truck. Before you dive into installation, remember to check your local regulations. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to driveloop for more vehicle accessory reviews. We've got plenty more coming your way.